The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Second and 14. But he takes it up to the 40. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Jackson on first down. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now Jackson. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jackson now. Got this complete to Racey McMath. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And Jackson throwing once more. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Jackson. That's going to be knocked away.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And his kick is indeed good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And a look here at their signal caller, the fifth-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Dances by him. And some space here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener, and now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets your point in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. Donald. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down. Donald, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. Over the middle and complete to Moore. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this pass caught by Gray. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Isaiah Pacheco, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. With a 1-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Up the middle they go. Donald, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. From the 31, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Open man is McMath. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. On on second down now. Donald, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll keep it on the ground. Donald, and a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him. So I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing is Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man open, it's Ross. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down.
Caught that one from me there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Second and 6. This one brought in by Jefferson. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. Right back to him on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Well, he gave one defender the slip, but others waiting in the wings and dropping him behind the line. On play action, they'll throw. Open man right side is Tony. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Butker's kick here is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
They'll keep it on the ground. Donald, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now here comes Kansas City. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Here's 2nd and 8. Out to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. The Chicago offense set to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. His throw incomplete. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Taken in at the 22. Shifts by him.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Tony. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now Jackson on first down. Wright's got it. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down. Now Jackson. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Jackson now. Looking for Wright, and he finds him. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On first down, Donald, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. On second down, there's the option going left. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down. Jackson. It's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
KC's offense ready to take over. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Boy, that was pretty. Sidestepping defenders on his way to a pickup of 9 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Jackson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. It might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Chiefs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.